Hello, third graders. Welcome back to Math with Naz. Today we are going to be finishing up Module 2, Lesson 3, Part 2. And our learning target is I can plot numbers on a number line counting by 5s and 1s. Of course, you will need something to write with and something to write on. If you do not already have something, run and grab it and let's get started. Okay, third graders, whatever you're writing on, you can see I'm writing on my whiteboard, but a piece of paper would work just as well. I would like for you, please, to draw your number line. Remembering that the arrows at the end remind us that this is only a snapshot of a number line that goes on for infinity. This number line is just going to be working with the time span of 1 hour. So I would like for you to start plotting numbers with me. Remember, if at any point I'm going too fast, go ahead and pause the video out and slow me down. 0 and 60, because between 0 and 60 lies the time of 1 hour. The middle of 60, what's half of 60? Something plus itself equals 60. Shout it out. 30. Something plus itself equals 30. What goes in the middle of 0 and 30? Exactly 1/2 of 30. 15. And in between 30 and 60 is what number? We've been practicing. That's right, 45. Now look, you've got a number line that is partitioned into quarters. Say it with me, quarters. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fourths, just like in a dollar, 4 quarters. All right, we want all of our 5s represented though. So 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Very good, third graders. The time that we are going to be working with today is the time between 7 o'clock a.m. and 8 o'clock a.m. because this is the time that all of your teachers log into Teams and start getting ready for the day, sometime in this hour. It's different for all of us, I'm sure. But this morning, I started my day at 7:37. So I am going to use this number line to find 7:37. The first thing I'm going to jump by is 5s. Jump with me. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Remember that I started my day at 7:37 a.m., not p.m. So should I jump another 5 or will that go too far? Well, if I jump one more 5, I will land on 35. 7:35. And that is less than 7:37, so I know I can keep going. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to get ready to dive into this number line. We are going to look at all of the numbers that live on the number line between 35 and 40. So we know 35, one more is 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. And you know what? I bet I can make that a little neater if I write a little smaller. So let me try again. 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. So now I've jumped all of these 5s, but I haven't made it to 7:37. And I know if I jump one more 5, I'll end up at 7:40. And that would make me late, so I don't want to do that. I'm going to start jumping instead by 1s. +1 takes me to 7:36. 736 plus 1 takes me to 737. Ding, ding, ding. That's where I was headed, and I made it there. 737. So let's write an equation. What I want you to write on your board, and I don't think I said it, but if you haven't done this, please make sure that your board looks like mine. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to. Make all of the same jumps I did. And then you're going to fill in this sentence. Blank times blank plus blank equals 37. So the first thing I jumped by was 5. You're going to tell me how many groups of 5 did I jump, plus how many left over did I jump. Go ahead and pause the video until your board looks like my board. Okay, third graders, so all you have to do to solve this equation and fill in your blanks is to count your 5s. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 groups of 5 plus 1, 2 left over equals 37. Shall we check that and see if we're right? 7 groups of 5 is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 35 plus 2 equals 37. Yay, we got it right. All right, third graders, let's take a look at an analog clock. And we're gonna find that same time here on our analog clock. Don't get dizzy, moving it around a little bit so you can see. Sorry about that. Okay, so right now our clock says it's 7 o'clock, which is good because that's where our time started, 7 o'clock. And I know that I'm working with the hour between 7 and 8 o'clock a.m. But I'm trying to find 7:37. So third graders, you can treat an analog clock just like a number line because look closely at your analog clock. What do you notice that's the same as the analog clock and the number line? Remind me of the things we said were the same. They all have numbers on them, just like your clock does here. You can skip count by 5s. Oops, 5, 10, 15, just like you can on here. Take a look even closer. Between the 12 and the 1, you have these little dots. So we know we have our 5s here, but these little dots represent what? Do you remember? Shout it out. They represent 1 minute. So if I go from 7 to this first dot, that's 7:01, 7:02, 7:03, 7:04, and 7:05. So we're going to skip count on this number line to get to 7:37, just like you did on this one. Okay, ready? You count the number of 5s that we have. I'm going to try to show them on my hand. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. That's 7 5s. 7 5s took us to 7:35. Now, just like I did on the number line, I'm going to stop counting by 5s because if I count by another 5, I'm going to end up at 7:40 and I'll be late. So I'm going to start at 7:35 and I'm going to find out how many ones I have to jump. 7:35, 7:36, 7:37. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 5s, and 1, 2 1s. Look familiar? 7 5s, 2 1s. Third graders, if this analog clock is just like a number line, where's our 0? Shout it out. Yeah, the 12 is the 0. The 12 starts the hour and finishes the hour. The 12 is your 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, new hour. All right, third graders, in your Seesaw today, your Seesaw journal, you will find some practice on continuing to put numbers on a number line as well as on an analog clock. Just a reminder, a number line is a super important, super powerful model for third graders to use. We will be using it for the rest of the year. All right, thanks so much for your hard work. Take care. We'll talk soon.